Imagine a world without carpenters. No frame building, no furniture, no customized spaces. How do you think our daily lives would be impacted without this craft? Without carpenters, our world would look completely different. We rely on their skills to create the structures we live and work in, as well as the furniture and spaces that makes our lives comfortable and functional. Carpentry is about more than just building. It's a craft that combines precision, creativity, and understanding of materials to meet both practical needs and aesthetic goals. Carpenters don't just construct buildings, they also bring design to life, turning raw materials into structures that support us daily. Every house, school, and office space we use depends on their expertise. So today, I, Judel Maga, will giving you a deeper look understanding in a world of carpentry, exploring the types of carpentry and tools and materials that makes this craft possible. We'll now proceed to the basics of carpentry. So carpentry is one of the oldest and most essential trades. It involves about working skillfully with wood and other materials that can be used to build, repair, and enhance structures and furniture. The amazing thing about carpentry is that it combines both functionality and craftsmanship. Whether it's building the structural framework of a building or crafting a custom made piece of furniture, carpentry shapes our everyday lives. Now, let's dive into the types of carpentry, which include rough carpentry, finish, and cabinetry. Each type serves a unique role in the construction and design of spaces. The first type, rough carpentry, focuses on creating the essential framework of buildings. Think of it as the skeleton that holds up everything else. Rough carpenters specialized in constructing the core structure of walls, floors, and even the roofs. Their work isn't about statics or what we see in the final product, but it's all about ensuring that a building has a stable functional foundation. These carpenters work with large pieces of lumber and use methods designed for strength, stability, and quick assembly. For example, when they frame a house, they're the ones who build the beams and posts that support the entire structure. So, even though you might not see their work when the walls are finished, rough carpentry is absolutely crucial for a safe and durable buildings. Next, we have finished carpentry. Unlike rough carpentry, finished carpentry is all about the visible aspects of a structure. These are the detailed tasks that give spaces a polished and completed look. Finished carpenters work on things like installing doors, baseboards, molding, and even a custom trims. Precision is key in Finnish carpentry. Every measurement and every angle must be exact because these pieces impart the final look and feel of a space. This type of carpentry takes an artistic touch, as Finnish carpenters shape and install decorative elements that enhance the aesthetic and functionality of a room. The last type is cabinetry. Cabinet makers are specialists who focus on building furniture and storage units like cabinets, bookshelves, and tables. This type of carpentry requires even more precision and detail because cabinets and furniture pieces are often custom built to fit a specific space or purpose. Cabinetry is unique because it blends both functionality and beauty. Not only do these pieces need to look great, but they also need to be sturdy and fit perfectly. Cabinet makers used a variety of materials and tools to achieve the high level of accuracy required to make functional, durable, and visually appealing pieces that we use every day. So, in comparison, rough carpentry is focused on constructing the structural framework of a building, such as walls, floors, and roofs. Its main goal is to provide strength and stability, so the work is usually hidden from view once the building is complete. Finish carpentry, on the other hand, involves adding the final, visible details that enhances a space's aesthetics. These include installing decors, trims, baseboards, and other decorative elements, aligning closely with interior design to create a polished look. Lastly, cabinetry is a specialized type of carpentry that crafts custom furniture and storage units like cabinets and shelves. Now, let's proceed to the carpentry tools and equipment. Choosing the right tools is as important as having the right skills in carpentry. Each tool has a specific purpose, helping carpenters work efficiently and safely to create structures and furniture. Today, we will explore three main categories of tools, such as hand tools, power tools, and measuring tools, along with the different types of wood used in carpentry. First, let's talk about hand tools. Hand tools are the basic manual tools that carpenters rely on for precise and detailed work. Even though they're simple, these tools requires a lot of skill to use effectively. Hammer, chisels, saws, and screwdrivers are some examples of hand tools. First, we have a hammer, one of the most common and iconic tool. The hammer is used to drive nails and remove them. It's a staple in every carpenter's toolbox. So there are different types of hammer and I've only showed you some of it. We have the claw hammer, cross pen hammer, ball pen hammer, rubber hammer, and the metal sheet hammer. Claw hammer is the most popular or the common hammer for general work that is mainly used to pull out nails. Next is chisels. It is used for shaping and carving wood. They come in different sizes, allowing for detailed work on various types of wood. The third one is the saw. There are different types of saw, like hand saw and coping saw, that is used for making clean, precise cuts. These saw are great for when you need control over the cutting process. So these are the types of saw. We have the crosscut saw and hacksaw as the common one. Lastly, we have the screwdrivers. Carpenters use both flathead and Phillips screwdrivers to install screws and secure parts of the structure or furniture. So each of these hand tools plays a role in shaping, joining, and finishing wood in a way that no other tool can replicate. Using them requires patience, skill, and experience to achieve precise results. Now, let's move on to the power tools, which are electric or battery operated tools that help carpenters perform tasks faster and with more power. While hand tools are about precision, power tools are about efficiency and strength, especially for larger projects. One of the example of power tools is the drills. These are the essential for making holes in wood, which is helpful when adding screws or dowels. They come with different drills bits for different purposes. Next, we have electric saw. Electric saw, like circular saws and jigsaws, are used to cut wood quickly and accurately. They're ideal for bigger cuts that would take too long with a hand saw. The third one is sanders. Sanders help smooth out wood surfaces. By using sandpaper with the sander, carpenters can remove rough edges and prepare wood for finishing. Power tools increase productivity, but they also require training and safety precautions. They're powerful but can be dangerous if not handled properly. Now let's move on to the measuring tools. Accuracy is crucial in carpentry. And that's where measuring tools comes in. These tools ensure that cuts, angles, and assemblies are precise, preventing mistakes that could lead to misalignment or weak structures. One of the example of measuring tools is the tape measure. This is the most basic measuring tool. It helps measure lengths, widths, and depths to ensure accurate dimensions. Next, we have squares. Squares like the carpenter squares and the tri-square are used to measure and mark right angles, which are important for making sure pieces fit together correctly. Lastly, we have spirit level. A spirit level ensures surfaces are perfectly horizontal or vertical. This tool is crucial for achieving balance and stability in construction. These measuring tools help maintain high standards in carpentry. Even a small measurement error can affect the final outcome, so these tools are essential for precision. And now, let's discuss the type of wood used in carpentry. So each wood type has unique characteristics. Soft woods like pine and cedar are easier to work with and often used for structural framing, while hardwoods like oak and maple are more durable and often used for furniture and high-end finishes. So in comparison, softwoods like pine and cedar come from fast-growing trees or coniferous trees. They are lighter and easier to work with, making them suitable for structural framing and larger projects. While hardwoods like oak and maple are dense and more durable, they came from slowing growing trees or deciduous trees and are ideal for fine furniture and cabinetry due to their strength and beauty. Oak is known for its visible grain, while maple is valued for its smooth surface. So understanding these wood types help carpenters select the right materials for durability, aesthetics, and functionality in every project.